Drea Weber, last seen in Frameline 30 Audience Award-winning feature The Gymnast, returns in a Marine story about a decorated Marine officer who returns home from war unexpected. She begins helping a troubled teen prepare for boot camp. But when it becomes known that her return is due to the military ban on gays, it threatens to damage the future for both of them.
It might not be worth it, Joe.
It's gotta be.
Anne Lister was an early 19th century Yorkshire landowner, industrialist, and prolific diarist whose coded journals form the basis of a true story in this year's opening night film, The Secret Diaries of Miss Anne Lister. Anne Lister's journal was the place where she poured out her emotions and the passion she felt for the women in her life.
Be happy. Are you sure it's safe? Come on, but the eyes of God.
Wilt thou have this woman to be thy wedded wife?
I will.
Wilt thou have this man to be thy wedded husband?
I will. How often are you connected with him? You've no idea what I suffer.
What you suffer! What you suffer! You broke my heart.
Just come home with me, Marianne. Come home to Shipton with me. You know I love you. Why can't you? Just come. Leave Charles. You don't need him anymore.
And what would I tell him?
Some food, my love.
Am I your love? How does she love you?
You know I came against my better judgment. Polite society cannot conceive of certain practices, Miss Lister. But I move in other circles, where people point at you. They call you Gentleman Jack. They say you like the ladies. Perhaps too much. They say even worse in the alehouses after a few.
It's as if I've woken from a feverish dream. From this moment I shall, without remorse, suit my convenience. Secluded as I am, I have the means to happiness. I know Mariana's heart is mine.
Now, if you want to know the real Anne Lister, there's a documentary on her that will screen at the Castro Theater on the day after opening night. And Raymond is back at the Castro with the rest of the films in our sneak preview. Raymond?
Thanks, Alice. The 1,400-seat Castro Theater was built in 1922, and it is one of the few remaining movie palaces in the nation, still in operation from that decade. This registered landmark features a Wurlitzer organ performing San Francisco every night. And for some of the gay-themed films in Frameline 34, you may want to check these out.
From the makers of The Small Town Gay Bar comes a documentary about a much bigger community, the anti-twink, anti-buff, and anti-haute couture film, Bare Nation.
There's this whole other part of the community that wasn't having the experiences that every gay man should.
The whole bear thing was sort of a revelation because I'd always liked guys like that. I just didn't know how to label or a name.
There's different definitions all over the world.
I'm from Italy, south of Italy actually, Naples. I found the first Italian website. It was called Orsi Italiani, that means Italian bears. Afterwards, I started to find different websites from all over the world.
London, for the size of the city, has quite a well-developed commercial scene that's aimed at bigger guys and bears.
It's just so nice to see a lot of fur nowadays.
We've become a bit of a fetish.
I only have an interest in bears. There was no concern over body image.
It's like a club, you know? It's like this sense of belonging, being able to relate to other people.
Airy, smooth, doesn't matter. That's the good thing about being in the bear community. It's not about fitting a type.
Wow, there is somebody for everybody out there. Sooner or later, everybody gets taken care of.
And it's everything that every fat man ever dreamed about, except it's with other dudes.
This year's festival has films from every country in Scandinavia, except Iceland. It's 1989 and life is good in a small town in Norway for Jarl, a teenage boy with a new girlfriend and a new rock band with a paying gig. But he meets a tennis-playing blonde Adonis and the boy's world is turned upside down in Mannen som elsket Yngve, the man who loved Yngve.
Vi har fått en ny elev med oss i dag. Yngve Lima.
Hei. Jeg var egentlig på vei til Helge, men han var ikke hjemme, og så...
Jarle Klepp, vil du at Tom skal gjøre deg vakker?
Ja.
Tror du det blir oss for alltid?
Ja. Skal meg og deg begynne å spille tennis?
Tennis? I Frelseren Jesu Kristi navn, tennis! Har dere fått AIDS, eller?
Med Mathias Ruspen!
Og dette er Fittesatan Anarkikommando! 1, 2, 3, Satan! Satan! Dette bandet er ment for verdensherredømme. Ikke vær så jævlig kuk, da.
In a poor fishing village in Peru, Miguel has a secret affair with another man while married to his wife, who is pregnant with their first child. For Frameline's centerpiece film, Contracorriente, Undertow, Miguel is forced to deal with the consequences of the affair and accept who he really is. But in doing so, there is a possibility of losing the people he loves. With over 200 films in the festival, it can be quite daunting to figure out which films to see over 11 days. To help you plan out your itinerary, go to the 34th San Francisco International LGBT Film Festival's website at frameline.org. Back to you, Roberta.
Remember to save some popcorn for me, Raymond.
You want that buttered or plain?
Plain, of course.
Always watching that hourglass figure, huh?
Thanks, Raymond. And don't you forget to browse your way over to see our extended videos and archive programs of previous editions of Outlook Video at our YouTube channel at youtube.com/OutlookVideo. Get notified of our latest postings by clicking on the subscribe button to become one of our many YouTube subscribers. You can also follow us on Facebook at facebook.com/OutlookVideo.
Outlook Video is made possible by generous donations from viewers like you and volunteers behind the camera whose names you'll see as we close. We'll leave you with scenes from the inaugural Harvey Milk Day celebrations. As always, thank you again for tuning in, and we hope to see you again next month. This is Raymond Donald Hong signing off at the Castro Theater in San Francisco.
And Roberta Gonzalez-Craig in San Jose.
Bye for now.
Bye for now.